Hi guys,
Alice
welcome
is
to How Do They Know? Look at the new
Alice is
Ghostbusters DVD
God,
cover.
what-
Like it.
What on earth was you sending you this for? You were about 8 when you got this.
No, I weren't.
10 then.
It was only last year.
No, it weren't last year.
It was 2023. I remember it was for my birthday last year.
How can you understand this?
Easily, it's understandable.
I don't even know what the words are. That's 2 petawatts.
Well, I don't know what petawatts are, but I understand the other stuff.
Come on.
The other stuff is very easy. I even have these questions myself, so obviously I'm going to understand it.
What's the question about the dinosaur?
It's just a picture for the front. I don't know. What if dinosaurs still exist?
What would happen if absolutely everyone jumped at the same time? So what would happen?
I don't know. You'll have to read it,
A
Gran.
nuclear submarine last in space.
Makes me what?
I don't
It
know.
makes me laugh. I say I don't know what would happen. Yeah, you see that book? Read it.
What are the odds of meeting my soulmate? 10,000.
I read that.
10,000 to 1.
No, you'd have to read it. There's a 50 trillion times chance that you'll meet your soulmate. And there's 50 trillion people that could possibly be your soulmate, depending on how old they are and what time zone they're in.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good one as well.
Thing explainer. Yeah, I like that actually. I like this Randall Munro guy. This is a guy who won like 1,000 Nobel Prizes, and I'm not surprised because this guy.
Is that on?
Yeah. This guy has asked the same questions as me, and we have done a video of reading some of the questions before, but this is a part 2 to it, so we are reading What If? Did I take a picture of that? No, hang on.
It's back to front.
It won't be on picture. Can't tell if it's doing it. Did it then? So we got the What If Anniversary Edition. How do they know?
How do they know?
How do they know?
How do they know?
How
You
do
are
they know?
shocking. You can't do it.
Shut up, because I'm alright, man. I'm alright. Please
How
don't
do they
ma-
know?
Am
How
I-
do they know? How do they know?
How do they know?
Where did your voice go?
Please don't mind me in my exercise gear. I've got my exercise gear on. I've got, what are these pants on? Sweatpants?
Loungers. Sweatpants.
Sweatpants.
Yeah.
I like sweatpants. I don't know. I've never worn these before, but they're comfy. So, I got my own custom-made Ghostbusters DVD cover, guys. Nobody has this cover. Nobody has this cover, which I find pretty... Why? I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Out of a custom-made, you only need it to hold your DVD in. Of course, it's not the original one from the 1984. It's the 2016 one. But I didn't have an actual DVD cover for it, so I just thought I'd get my granddad to print a picture of the actual poster off, put it in a CD rack,
Player.
CD case thing,
Case. Player thing.
and put the DVD in it. So, yeah, I hope I put the right version in it. I think I have. I think I have.
What's this about this now?
I shall start with the What If. This
What
is basically How Do They Know the book.
Yeah.
If you think about it,
Yeah.
because the questions that we ask
Yes.
is basically just serious
In that
scientific answers to absurd hypothetical questions, written by Randall Munro. This was published in the UK as well, which makes it better. A note to Unity, yeah, right.
I've only seen silly questions being asked out. Well, not silly. No, and let me rephrase that. Questions that I couldn't possibly answer.
Well, it says it somewhere on here.
What about?
Well, it said silly questions. That's the whole point of it, asking silly questions and giving them a proper answer. But yeah. So we need to get to the actual page here. So I saw one before that I actually really liked the look of. It was about time travel. This is it.
Yeah.
New York style time machine. Question. I assume when you travel back in time, you end up at the same spot on the Earth's surface. At least that's how it worked in Back to the Future movies. If so, what would it be like if you travel back in time, starting in Times Square, New York, 100 years back, then 1,000 years back, then 10,000, then 1,000 years back, then that just looks like 1,000 years as well. Million. That's a million? No, that's... Yeah, a million. Billion years back. And then a quadrillion years back. Trillion years back. What about forward... Hang on a minute. What about forward in time? A million years in the future. What would Earth be like if you travelled at exactly the same place, New York Times Square?
I'd like to know what it will be like 100 years from now. I'd like to know that.
Only 100?
Yeah, only 100.
This book literally answered a million years in the future.
Yeah, but I just want 100.
Well,
I think I'm a bit too scared to know what it's like then. It might not be here.
my popular theory, it probably will be here. My popular theory, in about... this isn't 100 years. In about 50 years, we'd probably gain more power over our brain.
Right. It's the country itself, the world itself that I'm thinking about.
Go on. Can we focus, please?
I know, but I can't help it. She texts me and then if I don't answer, she says, why don't you answer me?
Because we're doing a how did I know. But can you please just focus for when I'm talking about this? Because I find this interesting. I think in around about 50 years, 60 years, I don't know, not 100, we'll gain more brain control over our brain.
Right.
And find a way to move past 10% of using our brain.
Yeah, because we don't use all our brain now, do we?
Yeah, well, we've always used 10% of it, and that's always how it has been. Yeah. You ever meet those people who say, we use 100% of your brain? Tell them to shut the hell up! Because we don't.
I bet there are some people out there that can do.
Not 100%.
I bet there are some people.
No, you'd have to go through years of training for 100%. Oh,
what about these children?
Right.
Stop. That are like 4-year-old and they can read and they can write and they can do languages and all sorts. So they're using more brain than what is normal.
Yeah, they're using more brain than what's normal, but not 100%.
No, I'm not saying 100%, but that's what I'm saying. There are people out there that are on the way to doing it.
Well, yeah, but
you were talking about doing kinetics, like moving things without touching them and things like that, and aren't you?
But that's what it'll end up like if you manage to unlock that percentage of your brain.
But what about these children that are so clever that they can do all these things when they're like 4-year-old?
Well, yeah, what about them?
Well, I think that's amazing.
Well, it's amazing.
Absolutely amazing.
But they probably only use around about 11 or 12% of the brain. They use more than normal, that's
How
for
much
sure.
are we using?
10%.
Right.
And 11, I know it might not seem like a big step up, but that is a massive step up. We can do a lot more with 11. Don't ask me, because I'm not a scientist. But it is true, you can do a lot more with 11% of your brain.
Yeah.
And I think that that's the key to, well, really big knowledge.
Right, yeah. But on the other hand, will governments let us do it? Will the governments
They have no control over our brains.
They're getting more and more even though we don't want to admit it, they are getting more and more control. What's that slob fella called? You know, that's in charge of the world where the controlling how the world is done. You know, the fella with the wormhead.
Mr. Whitty?
No, he's German or something, and he's called Schlob something.
I've never heard of him.
I'll find a picture of him after. But he's trying to control all the governments to make, like that Trudeau, run the countries to a certain... they reckon that Canada is a trial run.
Yeah, but nothing that they could do, because, no, they couldn't control our thoughts, they couldn't control our brain. No matter what anyone does, nobody can control your brain.
No, but they'll bring laws in they're bringing laws in now that you can't insult people on the internet and things like that. You know, things that you can't do, and
I don't see that, bloody hell. I'm on bloody...
No, they're bringing them in. Not now. They are introducing them.
Right, well...
I
what
want to find out what that fella's called.
What I'm asking, basically, what I was asking is that I think by a certain time of, existence, you'll be able to unlock another capacity percentage of your brain, and you'll be able to do other stuff.
I mean, they won't even let us think for ourselves now, will they? Look at that, going back to the same thing, COVID.
We're talking about two different things here. I'm talking about unlocking new stages to your
Yeah.
mind. We're talking about the government.
Yeah, because they do connect, Jack. The government
But
won't
they
let
can't
us do
control
it.
your brain, though. They can't.
I think they will.
So you're saying the government is in your head right now, controlling you?
They'll be able to do things, yeah. And I reckon they can do them things now where they can control us.
Well, they're not controlling me reaching for this mouse or
I think you're
opening
deliberately
this book.
avoiding the fact that
I'm not avoiding the fact. I'm
the
actually.
point I'm trying to
This
make.
is a scientific debate here. I'm not
but
avoiding
you only ever want your side of the scientific debate.
I
You
don't.
want to listen to anybody
Of
else's.
course I want to listen to yours, but I'm giving you the actual answer.
Yeah, but I don't think this is why they're doing these things now, to stop people thinking for themselves and to stop people using the brains.
But Gran, if they were controlling our brains, right now, if the government were controlling our brains, we'd believe in all the scaremongering, wouldn't we?
Yeah, but we're
Well, there you
a
go.
minute few that don't,
So they're not controlling our brains.
No, but they control a lot of people. Look at all the people that agreed with the vaccinations and things like that.
I don't think
there's sheep, aren't they?
Yeah,
the
they are.
government say it and they'll just bar along and
they
go
are
and do it.
They are basically lab animals, like guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Stuff who's had the COVID jab,
yeah.
but I really don't think that there'll be some, not literally in your head, but somebody controlling your brain down at where they live or whatever, making you go, you have the jab. I think they just choose that stupid thought for themselves and then they're in the shit.
No, well, I think you're wrong. I think they're doing everything to stop people thinking for themselves. Look how they say, you will not own anything, you will not own nothing, you'll rent everything.
When have they ever said that?
Well, you don't listen to the programmes that I listen to.
No, but I'm a conspiracy theorist and I listen to a lot of things.
No, you don't listen to the ones that I listen to. This is what they don't want. This is why in Canada the price of property and everything is so astronomical. People are literally living in vans and in tents on the street because they can't afford the mortgages. And this is like what they call the thin end of the wedge, where they've priced people out of their own homes because they couldn't pay the mortgage and they're living in tents. So that's controlling people. And then they'll build a load of them modular houses that were in that cartoon that we saw the other week, where people just live in like barracks.
Right, well, that isn't mind control because they still have free will over the brain.
Well, they didn't, did they?
No, but they're made to do it. They're not exactly being telepathically. How can I actually explain this to you? This is a hard one.
It is sort of mind control. It is
Not-
a kind of mind control.
If it were, they'd be walking around like aimless zombies.
Well, it's like you will do it or we will get rid of you.
Well, yeah, they have no choice to do it though. That isn't mind control. They just have no choice to do it.
But it's still mind control.
Mind control is when your brain isn't yours. I mean, I know they didn't really have a say in what was happening there, but it's true. They're not mind controlling them. They're just they are.
But they're keeping them down, aren't they?
Yeah, they're keeping them down. But what I was ideally talking about is that we have other stuff. When
I know. You were saying that
and then you brought
hopefully
government
if they
into
don't.
it.
I know, but if they don't take over, which they are trying to do.
Well, in a future where they won't.
In a future where they won't. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Right. Jeez. Possible.
It must be 3 o'clock. Your cheeks are red.
It must be bloody tiring.
Yeah, but you've got to listen to other people's opinions as well as your own.
I listen to your opinions, definitely, but when I'm talking Don't. When I'm talking about something completely different that you were talking about, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, but you've got to look at every side of the coin.
I do look at every side of the coin, and I think that we'd be more powerful to stop these people from controlling our minds when
Well, that's what the people are trying to do, isn't it? You know,
But I
going
don't-
against them, all the people that are demonstrating and things like
But
that.
the people that are going against the governments from mind control or whatever, they're already past it, you know. They won't control them now. They're fine.
Look at them that are lying in the bloody streets. No oil demonstrations, and they'll put their lives at risk and let cars run over them. How's that not mind control by the government?
Well, I
They've
just think,
taken over their minds, haven't they?
yeah, but I don't think they'll take over the whole planet. I really
No,
don't think they will.
no, I don't think they'll
Well,
take.
that's what you
no.
were saying before.
No, I said there's some that, there's some that will fight it, and some that will just go blindly on and do everything that. I want to know what is called.
It's just a German person who, I
Yeah.
get it. You don't need to.
Well, it's all part of it, isn't it? You know, it is all part of it, knowing who these people are. You should look him up and look into it. You would be
I've
interested.
never actually heard of him, so if I did hear
Well,
of him, I
he is
would've-
a massive thing. World Organisation.
Well,
Who is
I'm
the man,
sorry, I
who,
didn't
the
hear him.
German man who's in charge of the World Organisation?
Mr. Bloody, look up these things. Like, you should research these things. I will research them if I've heard of these people.
Him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's two different people there.
him.
Or him.
No, he's the one. Klaus Schwab.
Right.
And he's the one that's taken over, like, Canada, Justin Trudeau, and he's making Justin Trudeau do all them.
But why? He's German.
It doesn't matter what nationality he is, Jack. He's just taking over the.
So, he thought one day, I'm going to make somebody take over Canada.
No, you just. I think you're just deliberately avoiding.
No, I'm trying to agree with you.
No, you're not.
No, I'm saying it's stupid what he's done.
He has chosen Canada, and he has got Justin Trudeau and talked to him and said, "This is what we want to
Yeah,
do.
I know.
Are you in it with us?"
I know, I was actually agreeing with you.
Right. Well, it's Klaus Schwab.
I was saying that he's stupid for doing that.
And
I was
he is-
basically just saying that Klaus Schwab guy who thought one day, oh, I'm going to make someone take over Canada.
I know.
That's
But
what I was
who is
saying.
he? Where's he come from? I mean, I've known about him for a couple of years.
Go on.
What?
That's what I was saying.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. It's him and people like him that are working hard now to keep the people down. And they don't want people to own their houses. They don't want people to own the cars and things like that. They want people to be dependent on the government for everything.
Well, it's not going to work.
Well, hopefully not. Hopefully there will be enough people to fight back, and people fought back during COVID, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They actually attempted world...
Domination.
I don't know what you call
Domination.
it. Whatever, domination, but it didn't work, so they stopped it.
They haven't stopped it.
Well, they brought it back with the COVID vaccine. Some of them believed in it, some of them didn't believe
Yeah,
in it.
but I mean, the domination part of it hasn't completely stopped.
No, it hasn't completely stopped, but it hasn't completely won as well.
No, it
because
hasn't.
it would
But
have
that'll
won.
be down the line, yeah.
It won't win. I stand by this. Nobody has control over our own brains. Nobody.
But that's what they've
And
tried to do.
I think as long as you think that,
I
because
don't think they will.
it's scientifically proven that your brain is the most powerful thing in your
Yeah.
body.
And that's
on
why
the
I
planet.
said there's some people that will be led by them
Yeah.
and just do exactly as they're told.
Yeah, but
Like
they
in that
could
cartoon
succumb
we
to-
saw, when that fella was promised a nicer life if he had that jab.
Yeah, but the main character in that cartoon, even he wasn't mind controlled because he didn't believe
No,
in
he
all.
weren't.
No, I know, but you were saying that the people that, the people that have been taken out of the homes because they can't pay,
Yeah, in Canada.
those have been mind controlled, but they're exactly the same.
No,
Situation
it's
was
not.
that guy.
No, I don't mean that. Is that on?
Yeah.
I don't mean that they're controlling the minds. I mean that they're doing things to take over them. I don't mean they're controlling the minds, but people like Schwab, I call him Wormhead,
Schwab.
right?
Yeah.
They're doing things, and it's aimed at all the people.
Yeah.
And they made the cost of living so mentally mad there that they can't afford to live. The food and everything is unbelievable. And I think, and other people have said as well, what I've watched, that they think that Canada is a test country to see if they can do it, take over these countries and make people live like that, because they'll take them to such a depth where they'll take their homes and everything off them. Then they'll say, yeah, but we'll build you these houses, and these houses will just be like them barracks, and this is how you'll live, and you'll have that, but you can't have that. Do you get me?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Everybody will have exactly the same.
You're basically just saying that if they, dominate Canada, they'll dominate the whole freaking planet.
Well, if it wins in Canada, but there's a fella fighting for it in Canada, isn't there?
One fella.
Well, no,
Wow.
and all his cabinet.
Oh, wow. That's
But-
very big.
Yeah, but they say he's going to win the next election because Trudeau's just gone that stupid.
Well, hopefully it will, because
Better.
I know. What kind of future's that then? You know?
No, it will get it back to how it was.
Yeah.
But the point I'm trying to make is they've tried to make it happen, but they've got somebody there that's trying to stop it, and he's doing a damn good fight.
Right, well, hopefully they stop it.
Well, yeah, I'm scared, yeah.
No, but
Right. You seem worried.
it wouldn't be nice if, it happened to the entire freaking planet, would it?
Well, no.
No.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what they want to do. They
Yeah.
want it like a police state.
Like a what? Like a police state?
Mm.
They're not going to do it, though, because
No.
they won't get into our brains.
No.
They won't get into our minds.
When I say, I don't mean control your minds like in a
Oh.
scientific way. I mean make you have to do things because there's no other way around it. If you want to eat, you've got to do it their way.
Right, well, that isn't exactly mind control then, like we were talking about, is it?
Well, I didn't say mind control.
No, but you
I
said
said
control
they'll
the minds.
stop. They're trying to stop people using their brains.
Yeah, but you actually said that they'd
They're controlling them. I didn't say they're controlling the minds. I said they are
Well-
controlling them.
instantly. If you said that, I'm gonna think that they're controlling the minds.
They're
'cause
controlling
obviously-
the people because they made it so hard for them to live.
Yeah,
There's no direction for them to turn in now. And Canada is a magnificent country.
Yeah.
And there's no reason why it should be like this now. So that's why people are saying Trudeau has been being backed by him.
yeah. Yeah.
He's telling him what to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't mean a mind control as a scientific thing. It's a mind control in the sense that there's nowhere to turn for them because they can't afford their homes. They've been kicked, literally living in the vans and the cars and in tents. They've got tent cities. And we're talking about Canada,
Yeah.
which is unbelievable. Canada is was one of the best countries in the world.
Yeah.
But that Pierre Poilievre, however you say his last name, he's fighting now.
Yeah.
The next election is October next year,
2025.
and they just want Trudeau to resign, but he won't because he's got backing from Wormhead.
Well then, I can't say what I'm going to say because
Well-
I'll probably get my video taken.
Oh,
Well, I can't say what I
well,
was
write
going to
it
say.
down in your book.
No, it takes too long.
Oh, wow, yeah. Well, people have said it.
Yeah.
People have actually said it. They've said, why is he still,
Yeah.
doing it?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Alright, I'm going to go under the table now.
have I worried you?
No, you haven't worried me. I'm just saying that was... No, I'm laughing about it because that was a long discussion and we started out on the book and then we gradually progressed to government.
Well, that's what makes it really interesting. It does.
I literally had a whole video planned.
I'm sorry, but I think that is far more interesting, talking about what they're trying to do to us.
Yeah, but we always kind of talk about them things.
Not like that.
You
that
feel-
was very deep, and I think that was really good.
You
And this is why I wish people could put a comment on. I think they'd agree with me.
Gran, I'm not saying that I don't agree with you. I always agree with you with these things. But you know how you said that I should value your opinion?
Yeah.
You should value mine
I
as
do
well.
value your opinion, Jack. Always.
Well, then you... Not when you said this is way more interesting.
Well, that's my opinion.
But we always talk about that kind of stuff anyway. You know how you feel about Trudeau, them people. I feel the same way about the Illuminati and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, he is part of the Illuminati.
No, I'm talking about them, how they're going to control us.
Yeah, but that is the Illuminati.
I know he's part of it, but he's not a main part of
He
it.
is. He is the head man.
He isn't the leader of the Illuminati.
Do you want to bet?
Tom...
No, he's not, Jack. He's a small-time player.
Actually, no, neither Tom, I keep saying his name again, or him are the leader, because I know the leader of the Illuminati. What? I told you.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah,
That one
that
that told me
guy.
this morning. Yeah, but he's
Can't
dead,
remember.
isn't
Is he?
he? Well,
The whole purpose of the Illuminati is that they're immortal.
right. Yes.
That's their whole purpose, so he could probably still be the same age. From 1776.
But
But what I was saying, you're talking about them ruining Canada. I also feel the same way. I know he's part of it, but I'm just talking about the Illuminati like you like to talk about their government.
Right.
But I think you find them things boring, and I don't find yours
because
boring.
I don't find them boring because the two of the same things.
Yeah, but whereas the Illuminati have more far-fetched stuff involved, like... I can't explain it.
Yeah, evil stuff.
Well, yeah, but,
Yeah.
I mean...
Well, yeah, you can't say the words, can you? You
Well,
can't come out
I
and
can't
say...
because I don't know how to word it, but...
I know, but if you actually come out and say the words, you might get things
Video
taken down.
taken down. Oh, that's just Lego. Instagram, sorry.
You might get things taken down.
The reason why I said Lego is because my new Instagram account's called Lego.
How is it?
Yeah, Lego Lloyd.
Why Lego Lloyd?
You'd have to watch the Lego movies.
Lego Lewis.
Yeah, but
Or
the
Lloyd,
Lego
Lloyd.
Lego Lloyd from Ninjago.
Yeah. His son.
But it wouldn't let me actually say that name, so it picked it for me and put Lego Lloyd.
Lego Lloyd.
Lego Lloyd.
That's quite funny.
It's a funny name, but not what I chose.
Not Legolas.
Not
as in
Legolas, Lord of the
Lord of the
Rings, I
Rings.
like that. I haven't posted anything yet, but I highly recommend you follow because I will post stuff, but I haven't posted anything yet. My profile picture is of a green Lego Lamborghini car, so yeah,
What you made.
what I made the other day.
Yes.
Yeah.
In a day. You finished it. the
I
other day.
finished it the other day. I think that took me about 4 weeks to make
Ooh,
that.
Yeah, over a month. 6 weeks.
No, I wouldn't say
Yeah,
over
but
a
you were
month.
only doing it at weekends, weren't you? Oh, you did some at night, didn't
Did
you?
some at night. I started it at midway
Don't
March.
forget you were poorly for a week as well.
Yeah, but I did it all through that as well.
Right.
Because that's all I did really when I
Yeah.
was watching the Harry Potter films and doing me
On bed.
Lego, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
Just wondering what you'll look with the bracing.
I'm going to the orthodontist in not a couple of days, it's a week.
14th, isn't it?
16th.
16th.
16th of April. Going
Yeah.
to the orthodontist.
It's in 8 days. You'll
Really?
be fine.
8 days?
Yeah. Well, it's the 8th today, isn't it?
9th.
Well,
So
9.
7 days now.
Yeah, it's next week.
Oh. I was a lot happier when it was the 27th of
You'll
February.
be fine.
And when it was the 27th of February and my mum said, oh, it's the 16th of April, and I was like, oh, I've got loads of
it
time
should have
now.
been over with now if
Mm.
you'd have gone. Well, that part would have been.
That part would have been, I would
Yeah.
have had to wait to have my teeth taken out.
Yeah.
Because
that's
I'm
the
having
next step.
some teeth taken out as well, and then I'm having... Right, so basically, what I'm having done on the 16th of April is just like
a checkup to see what teeth need taking out?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I can't see them doing an imprint until your teeth are out.
Not really, but
You'll probably have an X-ray.
yeah, probably an X-ray. But they're trying to see what teeth I need taken out. X-ray probably, and then we haven't got a date for this, but probably ages until this bloody happens.
Right,
and then
but
I'll have
you'll
my
go
teeth.
to Simon's for your teeth out, won't
Yeah,
you?
and then I'll have my teeth taken
But that
out.
might have to be done in 2 lots.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And then I'll be having my braces fitted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you'll be on your way to having nice... Well, your teeth are nice anyway.
Yeah, but
You'll
perfect.
be able to get rid of that lisp.
Yeah, true.
Your mum always said she loved memory lisp. She got one.
The funny thing is, though, I was actually born with a very slight lisp. It was
That's
almost...
because of these teeth, Jack.
It was, yeah, but I mean, not born with it, but like before my teeth
I
and
know.
my sharp teeth.
Yeah, it's
You know?
because of this cluster of teeth that you've got a lisp.
Yeah, but even when I didn't have that, I still had a lisp.
Oh, I can't think of that.
Yeah, I still had a lisp when I was younger. Very slight though, very slight, but I couldn't really say sugar.
Right, sugar. I can't.
Don't make
I
me.
can't. Sugar.
Sugar.
Sugar. Me teeth.
Sugar.
Sugar.
You don't look like you have a lisp, actually.
I do a bit
Do you?
with S's.
S's.
Shushes. Shushes.
I hate that letter. Anyway, so yeah, so
I
go and
hope
watch
you
the
find that interesting.
Go and watch the Ghostbusters movie. Bye.